Hello and welcome to Dan's Drunken Kitchen. Today we are going to be cooking tuna pasta bake. One of my favourites actually. I absolutely love tuna pasta bake. Oh. But always, before starting, always got to have a lovely gentleman jack. Always. But the first rule of any kitchen before you start cooking is to wash your hands. That's what we're going to be doing. Wash your hands. Get in between the fingers. You don't want dirty hands when cooking. It's the other way. But yes, anyway. I'm just going to wipe my hands here. Anyway, so. Next thing, always preheat the oven. Well, not the oven, the hob. Always sick. But fill your pan with cold water. Pan starts to get heavy, but always fill your pan, put the pan on the hob. Now we wait for that to start to boil a bit before we prepare everything else. So come over here. Now this is the preparation part, so it's the easiest part and the noisiest part apparently. But I've got the cheese here, just snip it open. Okay. Snips open, there we go. There we go. And then we take that out, pull that out. Just gonna do that should be more than enough. There we go. Should be more than enough. Then we just put that there, and now we just grate the cheese. So while that's doing, we just grate the cheese. Put it that way. Sorry, a bit noisy. But yeah, just grate the cheese while we're waiting for the water to boil. We're going to be doing this whole half block of cheese. We need more, then we do more, but I very much doubt we need more. This part is probably the longest part to do, is grating the cheese, because the next part is actually opening and emptying the juices from the tuna, which is probably the closest and easiest part to do. This is just the longest. If that's not enough, then I don't know what is. So I'm going to leave that there for now. If I need to do more, then I'll do more. You just won't see that because I'll edit that part out. But for now, let's just put that to one side. Let's just move everything to one side quickly. Pull my hair back. Get some cheese in my drink. Lovely. Now we move on to the tuna. You actually don't have any liquid. Never mind. You just need to be opened. You don't need anything. You don't have any. What tuna don't have liquid? It says we're little brine. Okay. Don't need emptying. That makes my job easier. Anyway, let's see how the water's doing. So that's doing okay. Now add the salt so the pasta does not stick. That's so the pasta doesn't stick. And now we add the pasta. And then we don't really have anything else to do until... Can you hear that? Pasta's ready to go in. That's about enough. There we go. Let's just do that. And that will be all that we need to do. That will be it. All that we need to do for now. You've got to check your pasta every about 10 minutes just to make sure. You stir it to, but you got to make sure so that it's soft. If it's not soft, it's not done. But check it every 10 minutes because you don't want the water to overflow. So you got to keep checking it every 10 minutes. You can go away, sit down, chill out, watch something, and then come back to it, which I will be doing in a minute. But just thought I'd explain that part because I just came out to check it, and it is not done yet, but it's almost done. But as you can tell, because I put the salt in it, there's no stick. There's no stick whatsoever to the bottom of the pan. There's no stick at all. But, so I will be back with this in another 10 minutes.
Bye.
Now, the pasta, once you've checked it, if it's soft, it is done, and it is, but it's very boiling. But it is done. Now just stir it, take it off the heat, turn off the heat, stir it a bit, so it's, just make sure it's not sticking, which is not, which is good. Now we take it over to the sink and we put our drainer in and we drain it. Make sure it's all done like that. Do that, then we pick it up. Make sure it's drained. Put that back in. Now it's all done and steamy. You can see, put that to one side. Over here, then we come over here. Actually, we bring that over here with us. Never forget my drink. Never forget the drink. Anyway, so now with this, we have, I'm going to open this and pour this in, and if it's never enough, always the best thing to do, pour a little bit of water, just about that much, just to get all the juices, come back over and pour that in. That's done. Stir that in. If it's never enough, because it never is, to that side, and then I've got another pasta sauce here, thankfully. One is never enough, so you pour another one in. And again, shake that across. Two of them done, then you just stir that in. There we go, lovely jubbly. And then get your lovely tuna. And just scrape that in. Scrape all the tuna. And then the other one. Just put that in. And actually, if I continue, by this time, I'm over this way, by this time we should have actually preheated the oven, because we're going to need that in a second. We should have preheated that ready for apparently metal to get stuck to us. Lots of tuna, of course. Just gotta love it. Make it, cut it up. Just throw tuna over apparently. But yes, just get the tuna in, done, and then stir that in. Just make sure it's everywhere, stir it. Stir it in, there's a big chunk there, but it's fine. Just like that. And now, once that's done, take our pan here. Normally it's a long pan, but I prefer it to be circle. So bring that over here, bring the pan over here, that out of the way, that out of the way, that out of the way. And now, normally you just pour it, but actually, I am just going to pour it. Sod it. Just pour it in. Just pour it in. Like that. That's lovely, lovely there. Right, that's literally enough to make probably 2 pasta bakes, actually. But we're going to top this up to the brim. That's like that. Perfect. We get our cheese that we've covered. And now we just layer our cheese. Probably done a bit too much pasta and a bit too much tuna, but it's okay, because that will not go to waste. Nothing that is cooked will be going to waste. It will all be eaten because I am extremely hungry. So we just layer the cheese on. And perfectly. It probably would have been better with a longer pan. That's probably why I've done too much, because I'm just doing a circular one. But I like to be different. This is Dan's Drunken's kitchen after all. We're not the same as any other kitchen. I do things my way. Gordon Ramsay does things his way. We're not the same. We're not. He is literally a 5-star Michelin chef, so. But anyway, now that's done, you just plonk it in the oven. Burn yourself at the same time. Ow. And now you just wait. Bring the rest of what's over here. Over here. Your drink, your cheers. And just eat what's left. So I'm going to enjoy this and wait for that to be done. Right, now we move this out of the way because it's time to check on the food, which, ooh, now that looks amazing. It could be crispier, but at the moment it looks amazing. So we're gonna wait a little bit longer to hopefully get a bit of crisp. If we can't, then it's fine, but we're gonna wait just about 5 to 10 minutes longer and then we'll be back to check it again. So I'm gonna be waiting, drinking, watching something, and then I'll be back. It's been about 10 minutes, so we're gonna see if it's got any crisp. We're going to use this scarf because I haven't got any other gloves at the moment, because the last ones I got, well, they got a hole in them, so I'm not using them. So I'm using this instead. So let's pull that out and let's just get that out. I think that looks good. Now that looks amazing. Let's bring that over, 1 minute. Let's bring that over. Never forgetting a drink. Just put that there for now. Put them there. Let's get a good piece of this. Actually, going to hold this to one side. Let's just get a good piece here. And pull that out. Lovely jubbly, nice piece. Let's have that there. And let's have a little taste, shall we? So let's just get a good piece. Well, this is something Gordon Ramsay will be proud of. Delicious.